Welcome to Blind Bourbon and Whiskey Reviews. I'm your host Lindsey, and this is John, risking his liver to discover new bourbons.
All right, another episode of Corkin Dusties. Corkin Dusties?
We're screwing Dusties.
Corkin Dusties. So we're unscrewing Dusties or screwing Dusties.
This guy.
So, George Dickel, we have not done any reviews on anything they've done yet.
I've never had it a day in my life.
This is from 2012. They stopped producing it in 2012. I used to drink this before I met her a lot. As a mixer, this is a young George Dickel, 3 years. They did this because they had a shortage. The black label is a 4-year, and they had a shortage because they were aging more for the tan label, which is around an 8-year, I think.
Okay.
So that's when they came out with this. Just something to put out there. It was cheaper. I really liked it back then. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it now.
John was super excited because we went to our honey hole and we found 2/5 of this, and he was so excited. And then we went back like 2 or 3 weeks later, and as you all know, I collect pints. And he said to me, he's like, why don't you look at the pints? We haven't looked at them here. And I looked and I said, does he have Cascade Hollow pints? And John said, nah. He did.
I didn't even know they made them in this.
We didn't either. We didn't know. But now we have those, so it's kind of cool because we get to keep the other bottles unopened. And we can drink these if
So
we like
it's
them.
been 7 years since they put this out. I don't see many people finding this one.
It's pretty cool, though. I mean, I like the red and gold label.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Now they got the red label Tabasco barrel finished. Not sure if I would buy that one. Probably.
What would you do with
not.
that? Bloody Marys?
Maybe, yeah. A whiskey Bloody Mary.
Oof.
All right, so you're gonna.
So let us know what you guys would do with the Tabasco one.
You're gonna screw the Dusty, unscrew the Dusty, screw the Dusty.
Don't start some kind of erotica. Golly. Wait for that snap.
That was a weak snap.
Oh.
So I remember this to be very spicy, vanilla. I don't even know the proof or anything of this. It's been so long.
It is 80 proof.
Ugh.
It is sour mash. Old-fashioned Cascade Hollow batch.
Yeah, this is their Cascade Hollow.
Take a good whiff of that, John. Tell me what you smell. Bread.
Smells better than Old Crow, and I used to drink that back then too. When I was feeling frisky and wanted to go a couple dollars higher, this is what I'd do.
High spender over here.
It's very corny. A lot of corn.
Yeah, you are. Don't eyebrow me.
Sweet. It does smell young. Not much.
Smells very young.
It doesn't smell as bad as I thought it would, actually.
Oh, I'm worried about this one, guys. We're just
This brings back some memories. Not much color.
It looked like pee-pee.
Yeah, I don't even think pee-pee has that little color.
I mean, maybe if you drink your allotted amount of water for the day, it does, but whew.
So, Tennessee whiskeys. I'm not a huge fan of Jim Beam. I always kind of lean toward Dickel. So.
Jim Beam?
Did I say Jim Beam?
He meant Jack
Daniels. I meant
Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
And I'm the one drinking.
I just had a bunch of 100 proof, so.
Not even a finger's worth. You're fine. So I get yeast. I get yeasty bread, vanilla, and there's a very faint fruity something in there, but
it does smell yeasty.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very light fruit.
Yeah, it's there. It's just very subtle.
I do get vanilla. Not very
appealing.
I wouldn't say it's bad smelling. It's just not very strong smelling.
The yeast is throwing me off. All right. Don't kill me now. If so, you get my life insurance. I just signed up my benefits again. Good luck.
All right. Kind of looks like apple juice. Lighter apple juice. Okay, not horrible faces.
Nutty bread. I get a like warm, fresh out of the oven bread taste. Little bit of oak and vanilla. And there's a tiny nuttiness in there too.
You said tiny nut.
This guy. Just
I'm scared.
take it. Just it's not Old Crow, I promise you.
I used to
It's
drink this
actually
with Dr.
appealing.
Pepper.
Well, we should have bought
Sit
some.
on my porch and play my video games. That's what I used to do.
When I met this dude, he had a little apartment porch, you know, the like 5 foot wide by like 10 foot long. He had a little tiny rusted out grill. And then he had this old 90s box TV with on like a 5-gallon pail or some shit and a chair, like an old computer chair.
No, it was a Panama Jack.
Yeah,
stand.
we used to have it.
It was like a suntan
We don't
lotion
have
stand.
it anymore.
I used to sit out there with that 90s TV with my PlayStation 2 that would freeze every other game. I'd be playing, doing really good, and then freeze. Fucking chuck it off the deck.
Good old memories with Dickel. So, okay, first time Dickel drinker. I don't mind that.
It's not bad.
I don't know that I would drink it.
It's very watery.
But the flavor's not bad.
I like having all these bottles around just for nostalgia.
Yeah.
That was a good summer. My ex left me. I found you.
Oh, there we go.
Dickel stopped making
Saved.
Cascade Hollow.
Safe.
Just think of, okay, just look at this. Old Crow or this?
Are you
This
asking
was
me
high
that?
quality to me back then. I mean, I used to drink Elijah Craig, but that was before that summer, and that was a bad summer.
I gotta talk to John, but I think eventually we're gonna do a video of our stockpile that we have and go from where John started because, we don't have Old Crow anymore. You
Nope.
barrel aged it and it turned into Dookie.
Yeah, it was not good.
So I wanted to do something like that, but then he dumped it into a little finishing barrel. From John's start of Old Crow when I first met him up to what we're drinking now.
I was drinking Old Crow, Elijah Craig, Weller, Old Forester.
Yeah, you were
Dickel.
drinking a little bit of everything.
Not a ton, but like $30 is my splurge.
Yeah.
25 actually.
I remember
Elijah
walking
Craig.
into the liquor store and John going, $20 is too much. Just grab Old Crow.
Old Crow, yeah. That explains why I didn't continue buying this because
It was
it
$3
stopped.
more.
No, it stopped in the year we met. So
And here we are,
I
7
probably
years
bought 'em
later, and we got it again.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I am very impressed. I'm
Not
excited
only-
to try something else from Dickel, but I enjoyed that. It's not, I wouldn't
So-
pick it out of the club, but
not only did we find it at our secret store, but we also found it 2 miles away from where my apartment was.
yeah, that's true.
I didn't know
You didn't
that
raid
store. I
that
didn't
store.
go to that store though.
It's the ghetto.
Well, I went to Tiny Giant and then the Buddies. They won't find it.
They might.
Nah. That's
Buddies?
our secret
What is
store.
Buddies?
Is the one by Horrocks.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I got Old Crow, and then Tiny
I
Giant
like
I
that
got
place.
this one. It's very watery. I do taste corn.
I'm impressed with it. I think it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So,
Get that young taste, but it's not like off-putting. I'm not. There's nothing that tastes bad to me. It's just watered down.
it's not Old Crow.
It's not. Their black
That's all we have
label
to worry
is
about.
good, and their tan label, which was put the shortage out there, and they did this instead.
Do they just random question? Did Dickel make pints of their other stuff?
I've never seen a pint of Dickel. This is the first pint I've ever seen of Dickel.
Cause I
I've
want to
always
try it
seen
now, but I don't know
fizz.
if I want to buy a whole fifth of
Dickel's good.
Okay.
I wouldn't go with a black label since you don't like Jim or Jack Daniels, but the tan label is good. I used to buy that at Family Fare too.
it. My eyebrows all jacked up. Okay, so we're excited that we found this. Nostalgic for John and I. However,
I
For
can tell
being
you,
3 years old and 80 proof, it's exactly what you should expect
the
it to be.
finish is non-existent because you
No.
swallow it, it's gone.
Yeah, there's no burn. There's no, hey, I'm going to hang around in your mouth for a little while. It's just gone.
It smells like it's dried on the glass. It
Oh.
smells like sweet cornbread right now.
Yep. All you need to do is throw some jalapenos in there. And you're good to go.
Ooh.
That is very good, though.
It's,
For what it is, it's very good.
if I were to be blinded on that, it'd probably be in the upper 50s. Maybe low 60s. I just burped and it tasted horrible.
They don't need to know that. Sorry, guys.
Alright, so that was an interesting one.
All right, so you're
Been
probably
excited to crack that one open.
not going to find it, but
If you do, it's pretty cool to pick up.
even
It's
just
cheap.
a pint or whatever, it is decent. It is different, and if you're a Dickel fan, it's definitely something that you should seek out. But let us know if you guys drank this a few years ago and, you know, it's intriguing to you. Give us a shout out and let us know who you are so John can start a little posse of you, old Cascade Hollow friends. But there you go. So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.